All right, so the reason why you see the image that you see, right? I had to do a little bit of blocking because the young man that you see here has a weapon directly on him. More than likely, he is not even old enough to have that weapon directly on him, but yet, you're living in a world where the younger generation likes to incriminate themselves and post ignorance directly online, all for clicks, popularity, and potential money type of gains, and to also prove that they are that person, right? So I made sure to blow the image up and blur the background so we can focus, right? So in the very top part, it says, as a normal black guy would say, right, we should build schools and get black people in STEM fields. The grouping of black women there said, y'all heard something, right? Basically ignoring, not paying them no attention, right? So then you have the hood comes through and he says, I'm a real street nigga on Pyru, right? Guns, chains, all of that, right? And then magically they turn around and then they're all interested, right? All hearts and everything, right? And then later on, turning ultra black, they state, yo, systematic racism. You see, the cops say, you do the crime, you do the time. And then the hood is like, white folks, they trying to keep a black man down, right? Now, some would sit up here and say, like, yo, man, this is just a stereotype. This is just so not true and all of these things. And I'm like, you know what? You could be very, very, very true. You could be very, very right, right? All of this could just be some other type of stuff. As some people like to say, like, yo, man, this is just, hatred towards black women and everything like that. And, the women that I know, they don't do right. And like I said, no problem. It is completely fine and dandy. But we're going to go directly over to this image right here. Now, I want to note I had to selectively pick some of these because the GIFs or the images or some of the things that they were stating, of course, I could not post that directly up here, right? But some of the women stated this, right? They said, dump the Glock and show me it work or something, right? Wanting to basically see something else other than the gun. Another one basically said, peep the comments. He ain't lying, right? Referring to the post that I showed you, right? Another one said, yeah, right there, referring to the position of the weapon and where he is. Another person said, hey, handsome. Another person said, casually sits on his face like a princess. Another person said, see, I like you. Another person, right? That was a repeat comment. Another person, you got that red iPhone. I'm just saying, I know you a troublemaker. Another person, the problem is I'm attracted to this. Another person said, let me retwist your hair. Right? So you can clearly see that these are women in the comment section flirting directly with him, right? There was actually another comment that I forgot to post, and it was a woman stating that she wasn't sure if she should actually post a reply because she wasn't sure of his age. She was only 19, not that far from where he is. So it wouldn't have even really had made a difference because the way that she was trying to state it, she was making it seem like she was 30 and he was, oh, so ultra young. You're not even that far from his age. So I'm like, whatever, right? But again, the main thing that I'm pointing out here is the fact that when you have a man out here, right, or a young man out here, and they're putting out or publicizing a type of negative image, they're going to get a ridiculous amount of attention without even having to try. The moment in time they put out that image, they're going to draw women directly to them because a lot of women are attracted to that image, right? They're attracted to the danger. They're attracted to the unknown and all these other types of things that women have stated. This is why you clear cut still see the image to the left where you see the nice guy stating like, yo, I got a great idea how we can build up ourselves and our community. Why don't we, join in? Would you guys like to take part? And they weren't interested at all. And, again, some people may feel a little bit different about the image that I posted. They may feel that it's a little bit slighted in a certain direction, but the fact of the matter is, if you go and you ask any guy That's nice. And ask him, like, yo, has something similar basically happened? Like, have you tried to introduce yourself? Were, women interested? Did they want to sit up there and talk? Did they want to get to know you? Were they, real excited to see you or to give, their numbers specifically to you? And they'll sit up and tell you no. It's always the other types of guys that normally get the attention, and it's not even just from women like this, but pretty much a plethora a plethora of women directly out there. So it doesn't matter if it's the college, it doesn't matter if it's the church, don't matter if it's the nice one, doesn't matter if it's the quiet one, don't matter if it's the hood one, whatever. Guys that put out a certain type of image or guys that are just those types of guys, they can easily sit up there and get those women. Go out there and just have those conversations with those guys. And they'll tell you, like, yeah, they be pulling women left and right. Like I said, glory to the winner. It ain't no hate directly over here. The only main thing that I'm stating is that you have women out here that will state that they want a certain type of guy, like, oh, I want a guy that's nice, and I want a guy that's cordial, I want a guy that, that'll respect me and will talk to me in a respectful manner, that'll, raise me up and uplift me, but they'll go after this image, right? They will literally chase this down. They will literally start throwing it, busting it open in the comment section, all of them competing for this one image, which is the craziest thing, which is, again, you're looking at women in the comment section clearly stating that they are interested. He could literally go through the list and he can get numbers real quick. He could get the IG real quick. He could get a Snapchat real quick, right? Like I said, the proof is directly in the pudding. So whenever it is that guys happen to state that, women are not into nice guys, it means just that, because there's a multitude of women out here that can sit up there and tell you that they've dated the wrong types of guys, that they've dated the bad boys and all this other type of, whatnot or whatever. They can't tell you that they dated a whole bunch of nice guys and it just failed. They'll always state that they dated the quote unquote wrong guy, right? So stuff out here. If you are a nice guy and whatnot, it is going to be a very, very tough time for you. Pretty much every day is winter. Even though it's 90 degrees outside in the summer, it's still winter because you're going to get that cold shoulder or that cold something.